Are you serious? Are you serious, folks? A 100-year-old rabbinic document describing the Western Wall has been found. This document's 100 years old. It was written in 1918, 1 year after the Balfour Declaration, and certainly 30 years before Israel became a nation in 1948. It has to do with the Western Wall and the significance of it as the site being very holy. Now, I'm going to read this article to you. This is a prophecy alert because Isaiah chapter 62, God gave a word to the prophet Isaiah. If you go to verses 6 and 7, here's what it says. It says, I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace, day nor night, yet that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence, and give him no rest, till he establish, until he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth. So God's saying to the prophet Isaiah in Isaiah 62, I'm going to set watchmen upon the wall, and they're not going to get any rest, really. They're going to be on this thing. They're going to be making mention of the Lord every day. They're not going to stay quiet, and they're not going to rest until they get this thing done. Now, the wall is important, okay, because it's where God establishes the seat or the location for the watchman. Now, you're in these end times. It's been 100 years later, and here we are dealing with the wall. And so here's what they found out. We got breaking news on this just now. But this 100-year-old rabbinical document describing the Western Wall has been found. The rabbinical leaders of the Jewish community in 1918 wrote the holiness of the Western Wall, spanning the entire wall plaza up to the dung gate. So, when you walk that dung gate, you think, well, we're still on our way to the Western Wall. The wall is already extending out there, and that whole area is considered holy. And according to the document that was submitted, matter of fact, in a rare document published today and dated the beginning of the month, exactly 100 years ago, a committee of rabbis and experts on behalf of the leadership of the Jewish community in Israel determined that the sanctify of the Western Wall applies to all its territory, including the Southern Plaza, which they wrote that an integral part of the Western Wall and is at the center of the dispute over the Western Wall layout. The document, which was found in the state archives, was composed by members of the Committee for the Preservation of the Holy Places, appointed by the Provisional Committee for the Jews, who serve as the leadership of the Jewish community at the time. The committee was headed by David Yellen, and its members included Rabbi Epstein, Rabbi Ben Zion Uzel, who served as the chief rabbi of Tel Aviv at the time. Within 5 days of the appointment of the committee, it submitted its summaries of its discussions on the list of our historic places in Israel, all around Jerusalem, the first of which was the Western Wall. Very first thing they said.